Hey, on this video, I'm just going to go through how to do the problems in the Word Problems Exit Ticket. This was assigned to you on Friday, but barely anybody did it and turned it in. So I wanted to make sure that you know how to do these because these types of problems are on your test. All right, so number one. The first thing you need to do is read each problem and make sure you know what formula you're going to use. So remember, the formula list is the same: growth, decay, compound, continuous, and half-life formulas that we did at the beginning of word problems. So pause the video and make sure you read the problem and figure out what formula you're going to need. All right, so I know from the word depreciate, I'm going to use the decay formula. All right, so now I'm going to take a minute and figure out what I am solving for. I'm solving for the number of years. So that means my exponent is going to stay x. All right, so that means they gave you all of the other information, so plug in what we know. So the ending value of our car is 15,000. The initial value is always what we plug in for A. 1 minus 0.083 is my rate, and my exponent is what I'm solving for. So after I plug everything in, I try to see if there is something in the formula that I can simplify. 1 minus 0.083, I can simplify that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just to start making this a little bit more condensed. So I can just simplify that like regular. I got 0.917. All right, so this initial value is always going to be multiplied to the rest of your formula, so the opposite is to divide. So I need to do 15,000 divided by 35,000. All right, so now at this point, I have a base and an exponent, which means I have to convert this to a logarithm. So log, my base is 0.917, and my 0.429. So I'm just typing it in my calculator, log with a base of 0.917, and in the parentheses, 0.429, and I got about 9.8. So about 9.8 years. All right, so we divided, turned it to a log. Read the second one, figure out what formula you're going to need. It might be easy to assume that this is going to be just a regular growth formula, but this word continuously means we're going to be using this formula. All right, so let's figure out what we're solving for. We are solving for the rate. Find the rate. So my rate is going to be x, which means I know all of the other information. So I'm going to plug in what I know. My ending value is 20,000. My initial value is 1,200. E, I don't know the rate, but I know that it has been 5 years. All right, so again, that initial value is being multiplied, so I'm going to divide to cancel that out. So 20,000 divided by 1,200, 16.6 repeating, and I'm just going to rewrite that as 5x because that looks more natural. All right, so now I have a base of E, so think about what will cancel out a base of E. I need ln. ln with the 16.67, and that is equal to 5x, because whenever you convert it, your exponent should be on the other side, and right now my entire exponent is 5x. So I'm going to use the calculator. I'm going to figure out what ln of 16.67 is. And I got 2.81. That is still equal to 5x, so I have to cancel out the 5. So 2.81 divided by 5. So about 56.3%. All right, read the next problem. Hopefully you read the word half-life and realized that we are going to have to use the half-life formula. So y is equal to your initial value, 1/2, the number of years divided by the half-life. Determine the initial amount. So in this case, I am solving for the initial amount. So in this particular case, this is no longer exponential. So I'm not going to use a log to solve this one. I'm just going to have to use regular addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So let's plug in what we know. They said there was 25 grams remaining. I'm solving for the initial amount. I know half-life, so that needs to be 1/2. And after, it's been 150 years, so 150 divided by 82. So this is a case where I'm going to look at my equation and I can simplify this. This is just numbers. So 0.5 raised to the 150 divided by 82 power is about 0.28. So this is being multiplied by what I'm solving for, so I'm just going to divide 25 divided by 0.28. So about 89.3 was my initial amount. All right, the second page was interpreting. This is what we talked about doing last Friday. So the first problem is just everything is in hours. My exponent is just x, so I know there's nothing tricky. So describe what is happening to the drug. You should be using the base, and whether your base is greater than 1 or less than 1 tells you if it's growth or decay. So I can tell this is decay because it looked like somebody did 1 minus r, and that's how I got 0.24. All right, the initial amount, you should be used to putting that first. So the initial amount is 400. And when you're finding the rate, you have to remember that they did 1 minus the rate to get 0.24. So you're going to have to do 1 minus 0.24 to figure out what they subtracted. So 0.76, which would be 76%. All right, now number 2, your equation is the number of days, and we want to find the hourly rate. So we are going to have to convert, and all we care about when we're dealing with the rate is the base. We don't worry about the initial value. So because I'm going to have to make a conversion, your exponent is 1 over whatever your conversion is. For this, because I'm going from days to hours, there's 24 hours in a day. So I have to plug that in the calculator and figure out what that is. That's going to be the new base. So I got basically 1.03. So that would be like the new base of my problem. So this is growth. So it looks like somebody did 1 plus the rate, which would make that 0.03 the part they added. So about 3%. All right, now number 3 does have a typo. This one, this was still supposed to say yearly. But the difference between question number 2 and question number 3 is if you look at the base of this and you look at the exponent is not just x. The 2 that's in front of the x means that rate is for this basically is being compounded twice a year. So the rate is for twice a year, and we want to figure out what the rate is if it's just once a year. So we're going from twice a year down to once a year, but they have given us the exponent to use. So all we have to do for problems that give us a number in front of x in the exponent is just go ahead and take the base and raise it to that power. So 2.4 squared is 5.76. Now this is very large. It's bigger than 2, so that means it's bigger than 100%, but it's still growth because it's bigger than 1. So to find the rate, we still have to subtract 1. And then when you move the decimal, this one is just really big. It's 476%.